I'm not joking here. There are a lot of people who buy entry-level premium cars, right? Working adults who still stay with their parents.
Yep.
Okay guys, we're now passing through Filio, Damansara, and today I want to do a video. Basically today I want to visit the project that we have been talking about. Duduk.my Duduk.my is the website, right? Today we're heading to Setia Alam with HP here.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Horsepower Tan.
Horsepower, check it out.
Oh, your mask.
Oh, sorry.
So we're heading to Setia Alam to actually bring you to the site of that Duduk project. Of course, it's not built yet, right? It is in construction, I presume. But what we want to discuss today is someone like HP.
Yes.
Okay. He's 30-ish. No. Okay.
20 something.
20 something. Okay, 20 something with a lot of hair lah, huh? So the thing is this, the dilemma that is being faced by a lot of youngsters. Okay, I call them youngsters, but actually they are not young anymore lah, huh? Those in the early 30s.
Yeah.
Right? So the dilemma is this. They have moved into an age, or you guys have moved into an age whereby you already have your girlfriend, you know, you guys are in a relationship, you are sort of still staying with your parents, right? And you guys are beginning to think about the future, about getting a place to settle down. And of course you have your cars. You have been working for 7-8 years, right? You might have already your first car, and you might have even drove your second car for 3 or 4 years, and now your income levels are in the stage whereby you probably already can own let's say a Honda Civic or a used BMW. Not very used, totally different era now. 1-2 year BMW, right? You would have roughly been in the range of buying a Honda Civic or Honda CR-V, around that kind of price already we're talking about. So, but when it comes to home ownership, right, the dilemma that everyone has been facing is this: you are probably a middle level manager, or you are a senior exec or something like that, right? It's not a junior fresh grad kind of income level, and you have your own taste, right? So when it comes to buying a house, right, even though when you calculate, you feel that, okay, I should buy homes that are below 400,000 or around 400,000 max, but most of the homes that you are looking at are the what do you call the government projects, whereby developers have to comply, and then they make these houses that are for middle income or low income or whatever, and they all have a certain look to it that you don't really fancy, right?
Yeah. You
have your taste. You want like a nice place with a beautiful guardhouse, with facilities and all that. You have your taste, but these things most of the time they cost 600,000, 700,000. Okay, what that means is that you can afford, but you have to give up, right? Let's say now you drive a Honda Civic, you're still staying with your parents, right? You have your girlfriend, you guys are planning a future, and because you're still staying with your parents, whenever you guys have sex, you have to either go to the hotel or be quiet at home, right? You cannot hang as loud as you want, right? So you're thinking of buying a place, but then when you look around your options, okay, this is nice. You guys can afford it. Both of your income, blah blah, you can probably afford it, but you have to give up on something, right? You might need to keep your car for a longer period of time, and then your next car, which might be a new car, but could be a downgrade, because you want to make sacrifices for your home. So why we all say that this project is interesting, because I think this is the first time something like this that allows you to not make sacrifice, because it is a high-rise project, all right, but it is situated in a township. It is in a township.
Yeah.
So townships like Eco World townships, we all know townships, like Desa Park City is an example, right? But now there are a lot of townships, and we all know townships are fantastic. You know, you have guards walking their dogs, you know, you have great security, perimeter fencing, first level, second level, third level security, but price, right?
Yes.
Going into this type of township without 1 million or 800, 900,000, it's very hard for you to actually move into a township. You know, the difference with township is unlike your usual developments. You know, those 2-acre developers where they have a 2-acre land and they just build something and then off they go after they sell everything. They don't care what's happening to your left or what's happening to your right, right? In their drawing, they might show you there's a nice green trees in front of you. 3 months later, after you move in, another developer bought up that place and then they start chopping everything down. The difference with township is that the roads, the curbs, the landscaping, all this will be kept really nice. And what that means is, the price of your property inside a township will always go up, because it is a township. And once a township is developed by a well-known developer, it will become a satellite next time. Meaning, at first people will say Setia Alam is far. Now people are saying, how near are you to Setia Alam, right? Because it has become the center of attention. So this is something like that. So we're now heading to Setia Alam, Eco Ardence. We're already halfway there. I think another 10 minutes we'll be there.
Yep.
To actually see where is the location, and it is the discussion we wanted to talk about today. So meaning that instead of having to choose Viva or Axia, right?
Okay.
Right? You can now buy a Lexus,
Yeah.
right? While in the near future, when you need to bang someone in your own house, you can actually move into something like, why? Because the monthly installment is only 1,450 ringgit. 1,004 for a home. You just think about it. The normal condos that you think that's up to your standard, you need to pay 3,000 a month, right? But this one, they design it to fit your standards, and then it is in a township which is above your standards. I mean, no, not above which means we normally just want a nice, beautiful condo, right? But it can be anywhere. It can be in the middle of Puchong town. It can be right in Street Petaling or something like that. But it's not a township, right? This is a township, so it's being in a township is above what we expected, because we normally don't expect our condo must be in a township, right? We only think that, oh, township is for rich people who stay in large landed homes, right? So yeah, over there, the turn off is there already. So yep, so this is what we mean that you can afford it. And now the bank lending rates is at its lowest in the past 15 years. So the government has asked the Bank Negara to reduce the bank lending rates. So now interest rate for buying houses is the lowest. Okay, I don't mean go out there and shop for investment. This is for own stay. This is a practical thing. Okay, so it is now at its lowest. And the next thing is that the down payment. All right, the down payment and all that, right? they are offering a plan that you can just swipe your credit card, not down payment. I mean the initial fees, okay, which is the down payment. Okay, you can just swipe your credit card, and there is a 0% installment of per month 400 plus ringgit. So that means to own this property, right? To own this property now, the initial phase after you place your booking, it will be per month installment of 400 plus ringgit to make up. You don't have to pay one lump sum, 18,000. Okay, per month 400 plus ringgit, which is lesser than your rental. Your rental is 700 ringgit now, right?
Yes. Now.
Okay, per month 400 plus ringgit.
What's going on?
What?
Why are they challenging you?
A Ford Ranger is tailgating a JPJ police car,
Yeah.
wanting to force him off the fast lane. Anyway, so per month is 400 plus for the down payment instead of 17,000. And then after the condo begins construction, then you start your monthly payment by phase, which is 1,004. So there are no additional fees like S&P, lawyer fee, blah blah, and all that. Everything is all in. So that's why we think this is a fantastic project, and it's not some tiny 600 square foot thing. It's 1,000 square foot with 3 rooms and 2 bathrooms. It is usable. It's perfectly usable for a young family who got married, move in, start making babies every day, and finally made babies, and then you have your other rooms. 3 rooms, which gives you the flexibility of 2 working adults. That means the father and mother works, right? Most people are like that. And then you have your child, which means you can have a baby room, and then your third room can actually be a helper or something, right? Yeah. This is why 3 rooms are at least usable. So this is a very, very good project from Eco World. It is their first time doing this Duduk concept. So now it's in Eco Ardence and in Eco Sanctuary.
Yep.
And then maybe next time they might roll it out to other of their townships, perhaps. Yeah. So I think in terms of finances, in terms of it makes a lot of sense for people who need a home now. Okay, past the toll, immediately the first junction on the left. We're here at Eco Ardence. See, that's the difference with township, right? Just
Like going to a different part of world.
yeah. Immediately it's like you're in a different part of the town. Let me show you first. So they purposely built their houses on a higher level. Little when we go straight, you will be able to see. So this is on the left is where all the commercial areas are, and this is the lake. Okay,
Really large one.
this is the lake, and then immediately next to the lake, you will see all the boards that are covered. Then let me show you where Duduk is. So this is the roundabout. So this is the main roundabout at Setia Alam, and then right on the right side are the huge semi-Ds. These are millions lah, huh? And then look at this colorful board here. This is where Duduk will be. This is where Duduk will be, right at the center of the township. So it's not at a far away location of the township. Moreover, just now I didn't mention, it comes either partially furnished or fully furnished. Partially furnished means what? The whole kitchen is done up.
Also meaning I don't need to.
No need to spend money on the kitchen. Okay, and then the air cons, the lightings, the fans, those things are done. If you guys didn't know, the fully furnished ones are the ones with Volvo interior design language, that the contest that we're doing.
Yes.
All right, and the difference with buying a fully furnished, if you guys saw Bing's video, she moved into her new place. It's totally empty. She doesn't even have a kitchen to cook her meals. She need to put a table and buy an electric pot or something, and they cook everything with the electric pot, you know. That induction pot. At first they make their noodles. After they make their noodles, they use that to fry their sauce, to fry their stuff.
Roti canai also.
Roti canai, everything. So it's a big thing actually when you move into a usable place. is very important, because if you are saying that, if you're still with the mindset that, oh, I want to buy a place and renovate myself, renovate yourself, you think you are interior designer. You're not, right? So that's why moving into a place that is already done up is very, 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 very different. So what you immediately, the place is usable. You have your bedroom, you have your toilets ready, everything is usable, compared to a place that is totally kosong. You need to spend money to do it. So just now I was saying, even buying a simple condo, let's say a 400,000 ringgit condo, your down payment is 40,000, right? 40,000 down payment, and then with your stamp duty, your lawyer fee. So anyone who hasn't bought a home before, this is some of the experience that he didn't know what needs to be paid.
Okay.
So you have your down payment 40,000, and then your lawyer fee maybe 5,000, 6,000 ringgit. Okay, then your stamp duty another 5,000, 6,000 ringgit. That adds up to 50 plus thousand. 50 plus thousand just to get you to on the initial phase of buying the house. So monthly installment is actually not the biggest problem. Okay, to a lot of dual working couple. So because if you're a couple, both of you work, right? You be able to handle the monthly installment. The maintenance fee is also not the biggest problem. It's always the initial phase and the later phase. The initial phase would be the 40-50,000. How many young working adults can save up 50,000, right, within the 8-9 years of their working life? It's pretty difficult. Okay, and don't talk nonsense, don't spend on bubble tea, don't go karaoke lah. It's nonsense. We are living, we are alive, right? You have to do that, right? Some form of entertainment is a must. So don't listen to all those, those theory where, oh, do you know if you don't smoke, you will have a Ferrari? It's worth a Ferrari, then they will ask you, where's your Ferrari, right? So don't listen to all that. You need all these things to keep you sane. You need to watch movies, you need to go karaoke, right? You buy your bubble tea, you go your Starbucks and all that.
Just like why I want to go cafe to work.
Exactly. You see, you will go cafe to work. It's a form of lifestyle. Even though you go kopitiam, the Chinese kopitiam, right? You can order shicha, 80 cents, right? You still can work, but it's totally different. So that's what we mean by, even though there are a lot of government housing projects that are about 300,000, some even 200,000, some even 150,000, if it doesn't fit your mentality, who you are, it doesn't fit. Right? You won't suddenly go and stay in some public housing, even though it's 120,000, right? You won't. You just won't. It doesn't fit you. There's a reason why he goes cafe to work, right? So, coming back to that, after you got your house, you move in, it's gosong. So, if you bought a house at 400,000, and then after that, your parents say, never mind, take 50k to renovate. Yes, you can. But your house is worth 400,000. After you drop in the 50k to renovate, it is still worth 400,000. This is the market scenario now. It is. I mean, 20 years ago is different. Your renovation fee can be added to your house. Why? 20 years ago, 30 years ago, houses are like 100k, 120k, right? So now it's very, very different. So now when you buy a house, if it is partially furnished, of course the money is added into the house, right? But the most important thing is the value of the house. So let's say the house is 400,000, it's kosong, and then you buy another one 450,000, fully furnished, right? That means the renovation fee is the value of your house. That means it is a secured value. Instead of you buy a house 400k and then you dump 50,000 to it, and then the 50,000 doesn't reflect into the value, right? So for Duduk project, there are two types: partial furnished or fully furnished, which is the project that Horizon is involved in, whereby it will be the interior design of Volvo design language.
The winner.
So the reason this project was created by EcoWorld, they understand the young working adults. They wanted a project that can reflect the lifestyles and income levels of the young working adults, so that they can move into home ownership without sacrificing their lifestyle. This is a very important thing. A lot of people forget about this part, the lifestyle part. So what this means is that, let's say you are a professional, right? You wanted to buy a Volvo XC40, okay? but you also wanted to move into home ownership. Hey, don't, I'm not joking here. There are a lot of people who buy entry-level premium cars, right? Working adults who still stay with their parents.
Yep.
Mainly because their taste level is there, and currently if they go into a housing that fits their taste level, they have to sacrifice
a lot
other things. Yeah. So they rather just forget about it, don't think about it first, don't think about the housing first, because their taste, what they wanted is 600,000-700,000 ringgit, right? And they have to make a choice. So that's why this thing means you can still keep your BMW 316i, you can still keep your 1 Series, you can still buy your 1 Series, or you buy your A class, the entry level A class, right? While you move into home ownership in the township, have your dog come down to the beautiful landscape areas and walk your dogs and basically live the kind of lifestyle that you wanted. So again, this is a closer view of the project. So this is where it will be, Duduk. And we're very, very glad we're involved in this. Yeah, imagine that coming home, this is how it feels, right? The landscaping, of course, the trees are young now, but at the end of the day, it is a township, and that makes a huge difference. And of course, a lot of developer can say they have townships, but I think we all know who's the most famous and well known for developing and maintaining quality townships. And it's, I don't think I am making an exaggeration if I say Eco World is one of the best. Right?
Also, just I noticed there's a word
Huni, yes. So Duduk is a concept. Okay, Duduk is a concept, and in different townships, their Duduk concept can have a different name. So the one in Ardence is called Huni, and the one in Eco Sanctuary is called Seruang.
Yeah.
So these are nice names. I mean, we are Malaysians, right? We know Huni means residence, you know. Seruang means in the same room or something. I think. Yeah. Oh, this is the Duduk. What? Yeah. All right, guys. So. Yep, so if you're interested, go to duduk.my and understand more. They're gonna gradually release the information soon. Alright? Okay, me and HP go park. This is the Ardence Labs. So Ardence Labs, right, is an incubator. So the Duduk is actually looking at this project, looking at this lake. Okay.
We can do car meet too.
So, oh, you wanna go take? Go, you go.
I go.
I continue talking. Okay. He doesn't know how to open the door.
How do you open? Oh, I saw.
Yeah. So you can rent those rentals for cheap, and then slowly start your business from there to the community. So a very good concept, I think. So yeah, you want to check out? Go to duduk.my. I mean, just look at this. I mean, sorry, you guys up. For 1,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month, you'll be staying in this kind of environment. Okay, after dinner you come out and walk your dogs around the lake, or with your daughter, your kids, or your wife, and it's a totally different kind of living environment. It's not under the sun lah, huh? Right? But that's what we meant by why townships will always appreciate. And see how they recycle their plastic bottles and turn them on their street lamps. Yeah. So yeah. Alright, so I guess that's about it. Okay guys, cheers.